Good afternoon, and if you would please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by our Vista Ridge High School Air Force JROTC Color Guard. Thank you very much. You all be seated. Well, good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, other family members. Good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon, Vista Ridge High School educators. And by far most importantly, good afternoon, class of 2018. My name's Mike Pickering. I'm the zone superintendent for the Power Zone in District 49, and I'm very, very honored to be able to welcome you here this afternoon. Well, soon to be graduates, I have about 3 minutes with you here, so you don't have to worry. I'm gonna be fairly concise this afternoon. But after speaking with some Vista Ridge High School Student Innovation Assembly members the other day, something became very, very crystal clear to me that I wanted to share with you this afternoon. That's the fact that I personally, over the years, have learned far more from actually listening to you than you have from listening to me. It's certainly true in the position that I hold now, but I'll tell you, it's been true since I began my career over 15 years ago teaching at the elementary school. Because it doesn't matter if you're in 2nd grade or 5th grade, or if you're about an hour away from becoming graduates of Vista Ridge High School like you are today, I learn most about how to serve you best by actually opening up my ears and listening to you. Mr. Hiltz, our Chief Education Officer, and our Board of Education recognized that and created the Student Board of Representatives so that we can have more student voice within our regular board meetings as well. And another example of this is the Vista Ridge Innovation Assembly work that I'm very proud to help support. This year, Kiara, Nathan, James, Emily, Mia, Lauren, with support, so many others, and from our student council as well, they created an extremely well-received Power Zone community barbecue event. And this was an event that they planned, you organized, you communicated, and you ran. And, perhaps not coincidentally, it was the most well-attended community event that we've had in over 5 years. And I don't think that that's a surprise. I think one reason that occurred is that student voice is way more effective sometimes than perhaps even educator voice or principal voice, certainly more than zone superintendent voice. And it was a good reminder to me that as important as it is to help guide you with our words, it's so too important that we guide you with our ears, by not only talking at you, but actually truly listening and hearing you when you have something to say. But unfortunately, class of 2018, there may be some potential problems on the horizon. That problem may be that some influential people in your not so distant future will have a theory. This theory is going to be that since they were once 17 or 18 years old, that they absolutely know what the best life pathway for you is. And while I must admit that years of experience with life, or in a particular field of study, does tend to add wisdom, you do tend to get a bit smarter. But it can also sometimes allow someone to lose touch with the current reality. This problem is compounded by the ideas that there's a societal expectation that you listen to your elders. But there's also a competing societal expectation that actually tends to be a bit dismissive of our youth. In the larger societal landscape, we have many people that will say, oh yeah, they're just immature or easily influenced. And the problem with that philosophy is, the idea is that, oh yeah, eventually they'll get it, just give them a few years and they'll get it. The problem with this idea of you just getting it in a few years is that if that's all we do is simply re-get our prior generation's beliefs and values, very little societal change is going to occur. As a matter of fact, if we continue that cycle of repetitiveness, we're going to simply stay in the status quo. Why would we change? And status quo does not well define D49, and it certainly does not well define the young people sitting in front of me today. And so I challenge each and every one of you to not only seek guidance from your elders, but also to ensure that you yourselves are thinking critically. And just as importantly as it is not to just mindlessly follow what others tell you to do, so is it important to know that you can't do everything yourself, and you're going to need some help. So in closing, the fact that you're sitting here in front of me today says that you have at bare minimum enough critical thinking ability to understand that this is a critical junction to have a successful future, and you're correct. But I ask you to build not only off the knowledge that you learned within the halls of Vista Ridge High School, but you also learn and you remember what you learned about yourselves. And remember to advocate, to have your hopes and your dreams and your passions and your ideas and even your fears listened to as intently as any parent, teacher, coach, or principal has ever demanded that you listen to them. So class of 2018, here's to hoping that the people that you meet along your individual pathways to greatness, which each and every one of you have, that not only will there be people to guide you there through talking through their mouths, but there'll also be people to guide you by opening up their ears and listening and hearing you as well. So class of 2018, there's no question in my mind that you're going to go on to do amazing things. So congratulations to get here where you are today. And without further ado, I'd just like to briefly introduce a few people behind me today. First off, we have our Board of Education members. If they could just wave, please, and stand. Thank you. We also have our Chief Education Officer, Mr. Peter Hiltz. our Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Pedro Almeida, and our Chief Business Officer, Mr. Brett Ridgway. Finally, I'd like to introduce up to the stage Mr. Bruce Gross, the principal of Vista Ridge High School.
Welcome. Congratulations, class of 2018. We're so excited for you today. Looking forward to just celebrating with all of you at the closure of this event. At this point, I actually want to introduce Sierra Toon, our Student Council President.
Hello. Now, I would like to start off by saying that I love Vista Ridge with all of my heart. Here, I found a family in a home better than I ever could have imagined. And with these final moments that we have together, I would like to share what the most impactful things the people in my life have shared with me over the past 4 years, because I believe that these hold the ultimate keys to success and to happiness, and they are too beautiful and too wise not to share with those who I love the most. Now, number one is to have grit. Grit is to persevere, to hold on and to endure during the difficult times in our life while still working hard and remaining humble in all that you do. And at first you do not succeed, then you must work harder and try again and do better. Nothing, nor should it ever be handed to you in this world. And if you can keep improving, that is all that truly matters. Number two, let go of the things that you need to leave behind in your life. Let go of resentment. Let go of the need to have people like you or of their opinions of you. Let go of the people who are breaking you rather than building you. And let go of the harshness that you can sometimes hold against yourself. And number three, love and be loved. Take care of those around you, for you never know what they may be enduring in their own lives. And they will love you and encourage and support you in return. Let yourself be inspired by others and absorb everything you can from every memory, person, mistake, moment in your life, because it is all there for a reason to make you and shape you into who you really are. My name is Sierra Toon. I love Vista Ridge with all of my heart, and thank you for giving me the family I always wanted. Thank you.
A couple more quick introductions. First of all, I'd like to introduce the assistant principals, if they would stand up, please. Elaine Charney, Jason DeLee, and Matt Sisson. Also our athletic director, Sam Baldwin. Our heralds on this side are Christian DeMeyer and Sarah Temple. And then if the counselors would stand up, please. All right. Shad Cosner, Kristen Kovac, Jared Lewis, and Hannah Hill. And then our Success Center team, if you would stand up. Liz Fisk, Nicole Minette, and Sarah Temple. Other herald is Nathan Pearsall. And on this side are two heralds, Stephanie Schell and Andy Mello. Today we're here to honor and celebrate the class of 2018. I will mention just a few of the 2018 accomplishments. It would take me much too long to go through all of them, so I'm going to just mention a few. We'll start with some academic recognition. Number one, multiple students have earned college credit through AP and concurrent enrollment courses that they've taken. 46 seniors earned academic letters. 34 seniors earned a 3.75 GPA or better. 20 students to graduate today will have a 4.0 or higher. 20 National Honor Society members. We have a National Honor Society scholarship winner. We have a Falcon Education scholarship winner. We have a Kane scholarship winner. And unique to us this year, we have 3 United States Air Force Academy acceptances. Arts and clubs, D49, Young People's Art Show, lots of award winners there. Chassa Choir, multiple awards and a superior rating. Outstanding play, The Election, and the musical, Beauty and the Beast. At the Thespian Conference, multiple superior and excellent ratings. Marching band, the third consecutive year state appearance. The Most Spirited Yearbook Award. The leadership class and student council leading in their community projects. Award winners also in other clubs are HOSA Award winners, FCCLA Award winners, LifeSmart winners, as well as Cyber Patriot winners. In the athletic realm, our first boy to qualify for cross-country state. Softball, best in District 49. Volleyball, best in District 49. Football, 8th consecutive state playoff appearance. Girls basketball, 3rd consecutive state appearance. Boys basketball, 3rd consecutive state appearance. Wrestling, one senior that qualified for state. Co-ed cheer, who was 3rd in the state. Boys track, who won the Pikes Peak Athletic Conference Championship, and a state champion in the triple and long jump. And last but not least, Special Olympics track champions this year. Congratulations. At this point, I'd like to introduce our valedictorian, Randall Hake.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know some of you have wonderful things planned later today and are ready to begin your summer if you have not, and I know a few of you are ready to go back to bed. So I will do my best to keep this short. Principal Gross, faculty members, family, friends, and you fellow graduates, today is a day to remember. Today is our graduation day, and I would like to talk about something that has nothing to do with graduation. That will be Mr. Pearsall's job. He's going to be the inspirational and motivating one. However, I want to talk to something that is near and dear to us, food. Imagine this. You have 3 pots of boiling water in front of you. Beside one of the pots is a carrot. An egg lays next to another, and for the 3rd pot of coffee grounds, or 3rd pot of water, coffee grounds. The carrot is tough, came from a dirty home, and grew from nothing. The egg is soft, delicate, and easily hurt, and the coffee grounds are adaptable, diverse, and unique. When the tough, rugged carrot is placed into the boiling water, it becomes soft and weak. The carrot couldn't stand the heat. When the soft, delicate egg is placed into the pot, it hardens and becomes stronger. The egg overcame the struggles of the water. But when the coffee grounds are placed into the water, the entire situation changes. The grounds work with the water to create something new and even better. In high school, each of us faced our share of learning opportunities. Times where we thought we were ahead and were the conquerors, but really weren't. Where we thought we were strong and victorious, but lost. We were the carrot. From these losses, we learned to get back up, dust ourselves off, and keep pushing. There are times where we did not expect success, where we expected to fall short of our goals, but instead, we prevailed. From this, we learned to be confident and believe in ourselves. We were the egg. From these successes, we developed the will to prosper. However, through our time at high school, our diversity led us to grow as a community. Our adaptability as teenagers taught us to triumph. And most importantly, our uniqueness, our individuality made us into who we are today. We went headfirst into the pot of boiling water and not only came out stronger and more willful, we changed Vista Ridge. We changed the lives of others on a permanent level. We ourselves not only changed, but we positively changed the situation for others. We were the coffee grounds. I'm so proud of each and every one of us. I'm glad you were all my classmates, my family, and my friends. Thank you to each teacher, counselor, coach, and every other Vista Ridge member here for their enduring support and confidence in our successes. A thanks to every parent, grandparent, guardian, uncle or aunt, sibling, and the rest of our families who supported us in our pursuits of our goals. And lastly, thank you Vista Ridge class of 2018 for making high school some of the most memorable years of our lives. We are young men and women. We started this journey as immature children in elementary school, living life to the fullest. Some of us haven't changed, and you know who you are, Alex Hatchett. We are the future leaders of the world. Some of us will become engineers or doctors. Some will go on to serve in the armed forces. Some will provide valuable services to our community, and others may go into the world of entertainment. Each of us can do anything we want if we push ourselves hard enough and drive for greatness. We are the graduating class of 2018 of Vista Ridge High School. We have made it to the end of high school. We're done. We are friends, we are family, and most importantly, we are VR. And now, the Vista Ridge High School Band, directed by Mr. Thomas Bruszewski, performing the Great Locomotive Chase.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Nathan Pearsall as our teacher speaker.
That's another microphone just in case. Hey y'all, this is familiar territory. It's not any less shockingly scary than it was the previous time, though my heart rate is down to about 115, so I think I can rock this. Looking at you, Mr. Ager. All right, here we go. Y'all, I want to start off by thanking my fellow teachers sitting in front of us today, the staff members at Vista Ridge High School, my gracious, beautiful, loving, and super pregnant wife, my 3 wonderful children, my parents, I believe my mom's here somewhere, and the Vista Ridge class of 2018. Congratulations, you guys. You did it. Over the last 4 years, we have sometimes experienced what feels like the world falling down all around us. With all the ill-thought, unreflective, fake news, the rough political climate, mass shootings, natural disasters, and wars going on in the world, you have a choice to focus on all this negativity being fed to you, or you can use it as an opportunity to reflect and learn and grow. Everyone's neighbor and one of my favorite dudes to have ever lived, Mr. Fred Rogers, once said, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Find the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.' Life is going to throw you unexpected circumstances and troubling times. How you respond to them is up to you. It's not going to be all cupcakes and cute puppies in your futures. In fact, it is at times going to be more like dirt sandwiches and scary rats instead. You will be responsible for how you react because your perspective matters." High school. What did it mean to you? If you had to define it by creating a headline for your entire high school career, what would it read? Would it be more positive, negative, or somewhere in between? Why? Who and what helped you earn this perspective of high school? Through which lens are you viewing it from? Do you think your headline of your high school experience is the same as anyone else's in this arena? I would venture a guess. Probs not. The way in which you define your high school experience tells a lot about what was most important to you during these last 4 years. Now reflect on the things that help to inform the creation of your headline. Think of the people, the places, experiences, smells, sights, sounds, and feelings that defined high school for you. My headline would read as follows: "Watch out, world. The VRHS class of 2018 is amazing, loving, smart, kind, generous, funny, friendly, salty, athletic, and surely gonna shake things up." Yeah, it's long, but I'm not short on words. These people are of the highest quality. But hey guys, that's just my perspective. No matter what you thought of high school, you have all now earned a new lens to view life from, that of a high school graduate. In my critical thinking class, we commonly practice looking for the root of our thinking on any number of contentious topics with one goal in mind: to discover our true feelings about an issue by reflecting deeply on our own and others' thinking. This is the basis for which I'm speaking to you today. Your perspective matters. Here's a challenge. Actively think to yourself, each time you have a discussion or argument with someone in the future, I want you to mentally point at them. And I want you to think, your perspective matters. Because although, yes, your perspective does matter, when you put yourself in someone else's shoes and look them in the eyes and think actively, your perspective matters, your life will change. Once again, our neighbor, Mr. Rogers, had a gem of a saying to help encourage critical thinking. He stated, in times of stress, the best thing we can do for each other is listen with our ears and our hearts, and to be assured that our questions are just as important as our answers. How many of you guys have been in an argument? Even today? Raise your hand. Yeah, in the crowd as well. Y'all, if you're not raising your hand, you're a liar. I'm not calling you out, but sincerely, we should all be raising our hands. How many of you, however, truly listened to the opposing argument and all the supporting reasons and the feelings that go along with it? How many of you are listening to respond with your own argument and ignoring or missing vital information from the other person's perspective? How many of you hate it when the person you are arguing with has such a good point that it destroys your own? Amen. Consider this an opportunity for reflection. Y'all, these last 4 years, I've had numerous opportunities for reflection with my fellow teachers and many of you who have alternative worldviews and perspectives than my own. These have been precious occasions for my personal growth and in creating a wider lens for me to view the world from. So, if we've ever argued, thank you, dearly. You have made me a better person. If you don't feel the same way, yeah. What if you encouraged opportunities for reflection and didn't avoid them? What if you embraced these as occasions for change and not for fear or anger or vengeance? Consider these questions. Dutch Bros or Starbucks? Cake or pie? Is water wet? How should a dog wear pants? Exactly. Yanny or Laurel? Doesn't matter. Which type of bear is best? Black bear. You get the picture. Someone once said, what we see depends mainly on what we look for. This seems very relevant in this day and age of antagonistic arguments like the ones I just described to you. You see, those serve as practice, though, for really tough conversations you may find yourself in the future. If you can learn to keep your cool during a discussion about Yanny or Laurel, which I did not do a good job of, then you will be a better thinker. In fact, it may make, I cannot guarantee that your life will be easier by doing this. In fact, it may make it far more difficult. However, it will broaden your worldview and make you a better thinker, as your perspective matters. I'm going to conclude with a quick list of adages so that you have some tangible advice moving on from today. Some golden nuggets, as Mr. Height so often refers to them. As the world is crumbling down, look for those who are helping. Remember, the golden rule is golden because it is precious and beautiful and in rare supply. Remember that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's greener where you care for it, and the other side might just be a farty dirt patch. If you don't understand something, ask. Seek out and engage in conversation with people who have alternative viewpoints to your own. And finally, class of 2018, your perspective matters. Y'all, I super appreciate that. And now performing Take Me Home, the VRHS Chamber and Concert Choir, directed by Miss Shauna Beeler.
take me home. Oh, take me there. Won't you take me there? Won't you take me home? We light up the sky. Ooh, heaven knows there's no such thing as goodbye. Oh, 'cause love can never die. Forever be burning, you and I. Oh, and don't you forget, the only thing that matters is your heartbeat going strong. Oh, don't you forget that nothing else can matter, 'cause you know where I belong. Oh, take me there, won't you take me there? Won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there? Won't you take me home? Take me there, won't you take me there? Won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there? Won't you take me home?
Thank you. At this time, it's my distinct pleasure to present the class of 2018. CEO Peter Hiltz and the Board of Education, I am proud and honored to stand before you and certify that these young men and women have all fulfilled all the requirements for participation in graduation ceremony. I therefore present to you Peter Hiltz and President of the Board, Marie Levere Wright, the class of 2018.
Randall Hake.
Taylor. Taylor Alexandra Martin.
Jenna Christine Abbott.
Sierra Toon.
Taylor Nicole Adams.
Glacy Carolee Acosta.
Lily Beth Ainsworth.
Caitlin Aid.
Madison Alford.
May Alexander.
Jake Alvarez.
Alicia Marie Alvarado.
Claylee Anderson.
Hope Amos.
Nathan Baba.
Carlos Aragon.
Noah Bannister.
Jordan Bachman.
Joshua Logan Barnett.
Justin Banzel.
Brianna Nicole Biesi.
Joseph Bauer.
Ariana Janae Bell.
Tyrese Beeson.
Brisa Bermudez.
Nicholas Benfield.
Julia Lynn Berkalow.
Leah Lachey Berry.
Paul George Black.
Logan Michael Bittner.
Brianna Michelle Bright.
Tiffany Forte Doku.
Aspen Brothers.
Kirsten Brooks.
Jasmine Brown.
Alyssa Jalen Brown.
Destiny Bullard.
Brandon Buckles.
Josh Burwell.
Aaron Phillip Bullock.
Kendrick Callahan.
Ray Cavillo.
Brianna Rose Campbell.
Grant Capon.
Josh Case Jr.
Kian Casey.
Jennifer Alexis Casillas.
Samuel Jason Cervantes.
Jenna Christine Chadwick.
Trey Mark Chappell.
Carlos Andres Chavarria.
Tracy Chibet.
Hayden Giapone.
Brian Cho.
Kobe Christensen.
Lily Claire.
Colin Clevet.
Tola Ross.
Alexis Clower.
Kayla Marie DeVelbis.
Gage Robert Collins.
Kinsey Conaway.
Zachary Ryan Cooper.
Shazam Cornelius.
Bryce Cox.
Joseph Craig.
Madison Christine Crispin.
Jeffrey Crittenden.
Brandon Dallies.
Ariana Raven Davis.
Ashley Marie DeGeorge.
Cody Alexander DeGuero.
Carla Marie Delgadio.
Jordan Tomas Dykeman.
Alexis Cohenauer.
Madison Terry Dempsey.
Quentin Russell Durant.
Noah Alexander Dominguez.
Corey Alexander Eager.
Isabella Egan.
Jorge Escarcega.
Zion Cordell Ellie.
Nicholas Joseph Feldman.
Caitlin Lee Fark.
Zachary Brody Fitcher.
Sierra Tanayu Fenner.
Jeffrey Scott Flippin.
Brianna Beulah Joyce Flournoy.
Shaylin Michelle Flugel.
Abria Renee Ford Norwood.
KJ Frater.
Angel Brandon Galicia.
Antonio Ray Galicia.
Andrew Gallegos.
Samantha Marie Gallion.
Clyde Galvan.
Nicholas David Galvez.
Kennedy Marie Garrett.
Isabel Nicole Gaston.
Alyssa Gilbert.
Kayla Gillette.
Lindsay Marie Jitsi.
Kyra Evelyn Glen.
McKenna Alexandra Gold.
Israel Abraham Gonzalez.
Sinai Gonzalez Armas.
Mckenzie Goroskowski.
Anthony John Green.
Josh Greenwood.
Alicia Nicole Fisher.
Mckenzie Hall.
Ryan Hampton.
Xavier Shaheem Hagler.
Do you want the whole thing? Jace Farnsworth Hanson.
Gabriel Lawrence Hankins.
Alyssa Shayna Harpster.
Ramon Harper.
Braden Riley Harris.
Kaitlyn Hope Harrington.
Alex Anthony Hatchett.
Jasmine Renee Harris.
Aaron Christopher Henderson.
I get this one. Sarah Jessica Heidi.
Jacob Hensley.
Andrew Hale Henderson.
Jordan Danielle Hiltman.
Lauren Elizabeth Heights.
Cameron Lee Holder.
Kyle Gregory Holm.
Eric Callie Hooks.
Mark Hummel.
Blake Joseph Horder.
Sorelia Marie Brown.
Dylan Hunt.
Hannah Jacoby.
Cameron Reese Isbell.
Jason Jones Jr.
Isaiah Douglas Johnson.
Taylor Michael Jones.
Sadie Marie Catherine Jones.
Keegan J. Jordan.
Alec Jordan.
Deanna Kaczynski.
Bruno Andres Jorquera.
Caitlin Ashley Kenton.
Jenna Marie Kelsey.
Kaylin Dominique King.
Joshua Weston Ketchum.
Ella Kuka.
Drake Kudrna.
Taft Joseph Lakey.
Peter Kybers.
Shannon Kelsey Lancaster.
Kenneth Rollo Lancaster III.
Hung Lee.
Andrew J. Lang.
Grant Lindeman.
Nate Andrew Lehrman.
Christina Logan.
Carissa Bethel Lobato.
Jonathan Douglas McKenzie.
Tiffany Lopez.
Miguel Ilian Madrid.
Caitlin Marie Luchen.
Brianna Alicia Maestas.
Trinity Crystal Lowe.
Cade Markwell.
Tara Majgal.
Julia Grace Marti.
Matthew Mahoney.
Erica Ann Mateo.
Itzel Martinez.
Alina Renee McCandless.
Rick Philip Maturin II.
Teresa McDowell.
Hampton Hosea McLean.
Haven Corinne McMurtry.
Malik Javon McKay.
Honesty Shanae Mills.
Jean Carlos Minchala.
Chris David Mitchell.
Zygmunt Alexander Monroe.
Alicia Montejalo Almanza.
Alexia Montes.
Antonio Montiel.
Grayson Alexander Moyer.
Jake Morton.
Nicole Monroe Mulvaney.
Dontavis Morford.
David
Max.
Hunter Merchland.
Max Gregory Munyon.
Chloe Musel.
Joe Morrell.
Tien Tran Nguyen.
Kylie Ray Newmeyer.
Desiree Noller.
Terry David Alela Nsaboku.
Hannah O'Day.
Juliana Victoria Palacios.
Celeste Alexis Ozuna.
Michaela Grace Parker.
Kylan Palminari.
Edward Noriega Partida.
Marlon Paris.
Jessica Leanne Peasley.
Liliana Pearson.
Aiden Angel Peña.
Keanu Pakur.
Nathan Douglas Peterson.
Deja Nicole Peppers.
Montrell Devon Pierce.
Courtney Phelps.
Alexis Cheyenne Pratt.
Michaela Pollard.
Benjamin Shane Quigley.
Aria Proctor.
Jeffrey Scott Colty Jr.
Jacob Quilty.
Charles Radel.
Tiana Jasmine Quinn.
Marilani Romero Ramos.
Belinda Ramirez.
Trinity Lynn Rasmussen.
Joshua Ramsey.
Rosalind Reed.
Ashley Marie Rector.
Sarah Mackenzie Riley.
Kellen Bryce Reynolds.
Rob Feliz Rivera Roman.
Nathaniel Rivera.
Hunter Robertson.
Annalisa Renee Rocho.
Rachel Lynn Roche.
Sean Jenkins Robinson II.
Kate Taylor Rohr.
Caden Gabriel Romer.
Lauren Taylor Romero.
Venturo Romero IV.
Gavin Tyler Rowland.
Alexander Javier Corpus Rook.
Desi Salazar.
Morgan Chase Saldana.
Andrew Jacob Sanchez.
Carlos Sanchez.
Argio Xavier Santiago Roman.
Dago Santos.
Emily Orbelina Santos Sorta.
Mike Sarver.
Layla Sauter.
Gabriel Eric Schaefer.
Samuel A. Schaefer.
Torrin Selby.
Darius Eugene Sharp.
Aaliyah Sheldon.
Janet Aspen Shumway.
Donovan Sims.
Olive Clarice Skaggs.
Haley Jade Skeldum.
Omari Sakai Skinner.
Alexis Lee Marie Smith.
Emma Ryan Smith.
Ethan Caleb Snyder.
Daniel Ryan Solis.
Annalise Marin Solar.
Lucas Edward Spruill.
Dylan J. Stallmaker.
Sarah Maya Stegmeyer.
Phil G. Steverson.
Corey Dwayne Stewart Jr.
Alex Stillebauer.
Abigail Kathleen Strasser.
Nick Street.
Elijah Tyler Stroh.
Ethan Strong.
James Daniel Strong.
Wendy Sue.
Catherine Ray Suter.
Riley Darcy Swain.
Darian Simone Taylor.
Zachary Taylor.
Maddie Tessier.
Jalen Alexander Thomas.
Javen Thornton.
Daniel Torsen.
Ethan M. Tollison.
Angela Tran.
Joe Min Tran.
Felipe Tresson.
Kaylee Lynn Tubbs.
Kelly Amalia Tullis.
Chloe Valdez.
Jeremy Arthur Valdez Jr.
Elijah Isaiah Villapondo.
Brooklyn Venero.
Tomas Celestino Vieira.
Mick Cos Vieira.
Ezekiel Pacomio Vigil.
Oneida Christina Verduzco.
Jacob Tyree Wall.
Emily Lauren Von Lowe.
Jordan Thomas Walker.
Unique Walker.
Caleb Burton Warren.
Brianne Kaylee Watkins.
Declan White.
Elliot Andrew Whalen.
Trevor Scott Williams.
Taylor Alexis Williams.
Megan Alicia York.
Jason York.
Ryan Howie Uke.
Promise Ann Yost.
Zachariah Caleb Zariah.
Miriam Zahid.
Brendan Zavak.
All right, the moment you've been waiting for. Our salutatorian, Taylor Martin, please come up and turning of the tassel.
Class of 2018, please stand as we perform the movement of the tassels. The movement of the tassels signifies our transfer from students to graduates. Join me with your right hand in moving your tassel from the right side to the left. Congratulations, class of 2018.